TNA Emergence, I think I pronounced that correctly, this Friday, the 15th of August. I've written down the matches. I've not watched the actual Thursday episode before it, so I might get this wrong. I'm pretty sure it's like a PLE or a pay-per-view, I'm confused. I'm going to find out though. But I've written down the 7 matches, we'll go through them quickly. Nothing basically major, so don't get too boring. So let's start off with them. The first match I've got written down is the Hometown Man versus Ryan Nemeth. They are having a match because they are both wrestlers. I'm going to give it to the Hometown Man, because I don't think he's actually lost a match yet. And it's nice to see that it's going to be in his hometown. I can't remember where this is taking place, but if you're not sure, just look up the Hometown Man's hometown. So I'm going to give it to the Hometown Man. I do feel like Nick Nemeth's going to try and get involved, but he's probably going to win with like a roll-up or something stupid, just to embarrass Ryan Nemeth, even though he's already embarrassing. Then we go on to the International Championship match between the champion, Steve Macklin, taking on Jake Something. This is like their somethingth match. This isn't their first match. They've also had Matt Wannabe involved, so I'm not sure if this is their first one-on-one match. But I'm actually going to give it to Jake Something. Only because I feel like we need some more heel champions in TNA. I understand JC Jane and Trick Williams are both like heel champions, but they're NXT. So I don't think we've actually got any heel TNA champions. And I feel like Steve Macklin's actually held it for quite a while now. Well, I'm going to say quite a while, but obviously with him being the first ever champion of the International Championship, let's give it to Jake Something. Then we have a fatal 4-way for the TNA Knockouts Championship. Let me just make sure I've got this right. Obviously got the champions, who are the Elegance brand, taking on the Inspiration, taking on Lei Yingli and Zaya Brookside, and NXT's Fatal Influence. I don't see... See, the thing is, yeah, what if we're doing a thing where we're having like all the TNA championships go over to NXT, and obviously with Fatal Influence having the TNA Tag Team Championships, and then you've got obviously JC Jane, part of Fatal Influence, having the TNA World Championships. That's actually a possibility. I don't know, it's difficult. I did originally say the Elegance brand. You know what? I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to say Fatal Influence. I'm not confident on that one, but I'm going to say Fatal Influence are actually going to win it. And then we've got Mike Santana versus Sami Callihan. Obviously Mike Santana wants to be in the main event scene. Sami Callihan wanted a match, I believe, so obviously Mike Santana said okay, we'll go for it. I do think Sami Callihan's basically on like a losing streak, he's not doing very well. And with Mike Santana being the main event scene, I'm going to give this one to Mike Santana because it makes the most amount of sense. The TNA World Tag Team Championships, the Hardys versus the Rascals, I'm going to give it to the Hardys because I think they're going to go into Bound for Glory against Team 3D with the titles. Obviously not defending them because it's like, you know, one last match against each other. But, and I do think obviously the Rascals, I forgot the names of them, so I do apologise, but one of the original ones is out, I believe, so when he comes back, that's when I think they're actually going to win the tag team titles. It sounds horrible, but yeah, I do think the Hardys are going to retain the titles to go into Bound for Glory as the champions, whether they defend them or not. Then we've got the X Division Championships. So you've got Leon Slater, who's your champion, going against Cedric Alexander. That is going to be an absolutely classic match, brilliant. One of my favourite matches I'm looking forward to. But with Leon Slater, that's his first title defence, I believe. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong. With him being the youngest X Division champion, fighting so long to get it, I'll be very surprised if he loses it to Cedric Alexander. That's nothing against Cedric Alexander, that's just my opinion. I do think he's going to have a little bit more of a reign. You can't just defeat Moose, the second longest X Division champion in history, okay, and then just lose your first title defence. That's just my opinion. I do think that Leon Slater will win and should win. Trick Williams versus Moose. Trick Williams obviously from NXT, going on to face Moose for the TNA World Championship. Trick Williams is going to retain the TNA World Championship. I just think that Trick Williams, they're going to have somebody face him who's been built up more. I understand that. I don't know who it is yet. I may be thinking Mike Santana in a one-on-one match, but still not sure yet. But I don't think Moose wins it here. The Hometown Man, Jake Something as the new international champion. Fatal Influence as the new TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Mike Santana, the Hardys to retain their TNA Tag Team Championships. Leon Slater to retain his X Division Championship. And then Trick Williams to retain his TNA World Championship. Those are my predictions. Let me know your predictions, tell me if you think I'm right or wrong. If any matches get added or changed, there's obviously nothing I can do about that. I'm not including any of the pre-shows. I believe that's just 7 matches. If I could change one answer around, I'd probably say Fatal Influence are not going to win. and I'll probably say the Elegance brand are, but I want to be different and just change it up a little bit. So anyway, they're my predictions. Let me know yours. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.